After a careful examination of peace deal granted to bandits in Katsina last week, I have come to a conclusion that Nnamdi Kanu should be released immediately. And failure to do that by Federal Republic of Nigeria, I am calling on a national protest at Eagle Square on October 1st, 2025. If bandits can be granted amnesty, then there is no need Nnamdi Kanu should be in detention. I am calling of Nigerians with good conscience, Nigeria Bar Association members with good conscience, civil society organization with good conscience, human rights organization with good conscience, media personality with good conscience and sincerity to support me for this call of equity and justice for Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm using this medium as a means of communication to all Nigerians. If as a result of this video, I am arrested for calling for a peaceful protest on October 1st in Abuja, this video will be a motivation to other Nigerians that share the same view with me. I am calling on Nigeria bloggers. I'm calling on Nigeria TV personalities and media personalities to use this medium and to use this video in helping us galvanizing and mobilizing Nigeria for this peaceful protest on October 1st. The countdown of this protest has begun. I'll continue to dish out videos on our preparation and planning toward October 1st, the Independent Day, if Nnamdi Kanu is not released. I believe in one Nigeria, I believe in unity of this country, and I believe in equity and justice for all Nigeria citizens. May God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Our country, Nigeria, have proven to be a country of joke, where the government went ahead to have a meeting with bandits. I mean, bandits that have been terrorizing people, that have been buying people. The government went to have a peace talk with them. And guess what? They came with their weapons for the meeting. The government had a peace talk with them, then allowed them to move back to the bush with their weapons. And then tomorrow we are crying, shouting that the level of insecurity is too much in Nigeria, whereas the government don't want to do something. Because I don't see in a sane country where the government is negotiating with terrorists, the government is negotiating with bandits. What happened to arresting them? But the same government arrested Nnamdi Kanu because Kanu said that they should divide Nigeria. That was his only crime, and Buhari termed him a terrorist. But guess what? Nnamdi Kanu is still behind bars today. But the government is having a peace talk with bandits and allow them to go back to their home, where they are terrorizing people, kidnapping people, and buying people. Now there's an October 1st protest nationwide. And this one is very serious because for the government to come out and have a peace talk with bandits shows one thing, that they are holding Nnamdi Kanu for no reason. So now there will be a protest on the October 1st. Just watch this video to the end and make your views in the comment section.
I want to use this opportunity to appreciate Nigerians for their support since I released the first video yesterday about free Nnamdi Kanu protest. This protest is born out of sincerity and honesty, with the display of shame and disgrace that happened in Katsina last week. We all know that for years Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention, And as I'm talking to you, Nnamdi Kanu is having and he's battling with health challenges even while in prison. But it's rather unfortunate with the display of shame and disgrace that happened in Katsina by the bandit commander. The question we ask, do we have a country? The question we need to ask, do we have a nation? The question we need to ask, do we have a constitution? And if we have a constitution, then as Nigerians, we need to ask ourselves and ask the federal government question, why the double standard? If the bandit commander can come and address Nigeria like schoolboys and address Nigeria by threatening Nigerians, by killing one of the headers, that he will kill more Hausas and Northerners, and he is moving freely. Why should Nnamdi Kanu should still be in prison? The question I ask, why the double standard? And it is a question that every Nigerian should be asking. Double standards by the federal government of Nigeria. And that is why the call for one Nigeria, one voice protest is born out of sincerity and honesty, equity and justice for all Nigeria citizens. One Nigeria, one voice protest. One Nigeria, one voice protest is a national call for all Nigerians of good conscience. It's not a regional protest. It's not a tribal protest. But it's a sincere protest born out of sincerity. I am calling of all Nigeria with good conscience to come out in mass. Those in Jos, Plateau, Kaduna, Kogi, and Abuja to come on Independence Day at Eagle Square to support this call. And I'm also calling on very dark black man to help us. Abuja is your constituency. We are coming from the north. You can help us to call the IG of police in preparation to this protest. The Rate president, I know you have the platform, and I'm also calling of all the Nigerian bloggers and social media influencers, those with good conscience and sincerity, so that our brother Nnamdi Kanu will be free. I'll bring up subsequent videos in preparation for this call and for this peaceful protest. May God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.
After a careful examination of peace deal granted to bandits in Katsina last week, I have come to a conclusion that Nnamdi Kanu should be released immediately. And failure to do that by Federal Republic of Nigeria, I am calling on a national protest at Eagle Square on October 1st, 2025. If bandits can be granted amnesty, then there is no need Nnamdi Kanu should be in detention. I am calling of Nigerians with good conscience, Nigeria Bar Association members with good conscience, civil society organization with good conscience, human rights organization with good conscience, media personality with good conscience and sincerity to support me for this call of equity and justice for Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm using this medium as a means of communication to all Nigerians. If as a result of this video, I am arrested for calling for a peaceful protest on October 1st in Abuja, This video will be a motivation to other Nigerians that share the same view with me. I am calling on Nigeria bloggers. I'm calling on Nigeria TV personalities and media personalities to use this medium and to use this video in helping us galvanizing and mobilizing Nigeria for this peaceful protest on October 1st. The countdown of this protest has begun. I'll continue to dish out videos on our preparation and planning toward October 1st, the Independent Day, if Nnamdi Kanu is not released. I believe in one Nigeria, I believe in unity of this country, and I believe in equity and justice for all Nigeria citizens. May God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Self-defense is a constitutional right. Self-determination is not a crime, but a right under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and customary international law. Therefore, I make no apologies for pursuing Biafra relentlessly and determinedly. It can never stop. Those who underestimate our resolve do so at their own peril. As I've said before, we are not alive, we are dead already. When you see men, you will understand how determined we are. But there is one thing we have resolved to do. From today onwards, the death of every Biafran will be avenged. If you kill a Biafran, you will be killed. No matter who you are, we will keep pursuing you until you die. You have no peace and you have no rest. I'm saying it on video that the whole world may understand. In 1966, the world kept quiet as Biafrans were slaughtered in their numbers, 300,000 in the north. 67 to 70, over 3.5 million people were killed. Nobody stood trial for it. Rwanda lost less than 100,000 people. ICC and international courts were convened to try those who were responsible, or should I say, those who were culpable. The same thing in Liberia. But because you killed us between 66 and 1970 and nothing happened, and from 1945 to 1966 and nothing happened, that was the reason, or should I say, that is the reason why the Fulanis will keep coming to kill us on a daily basis. Right now, from this day onwards, if you kill us, we are going to kill you. The men are ready. They have come to defend Biafra land, not to separate from Nigeria, no. We are going to accomplish that via a referendum. But if you come to our villages now to rape our mothers or abduct our sisters, you will die in the process. Any governor found aiding any of these people or giving our land to Fulani Janjaweed will be in trouble with us. Let me make one thing abundantly clear to all of you listening. We have resolved to die for what we believe in. And our belief is simple, very, very simple, that we are going to defend the land of Biafra with all our might. Not in pursuit of secession, as the idiots would say, but in pursuit of the defense of our land so that our mothers can go to the farm without the risk of being raped and torn to pieces. Some of you saw what happened at Uli. How a very beautiful young Biafran lady went to the farm and never came back. She was not only raped, her body was mutilated, cut into pieces and strewn all across her farmland. None of you did anything. Anambra State governor did nothing. Instead, he went along to appoint the same people that committed such heinous crime against the land itself into his cabinet. These are the idiots we are having to contend with in the land of Biafra. And we are saying enough is enough. If you're part of this very conspiracy to emasculate the children of God, to destroy Biafra land, then you are grossly mistaken. I know that the Fulani Janjaweed are not highly educated, they are not polished, they are not discerning, they cannot reason very well. Let me make this very, very clear. The Eastern Security Network is what it is. An organized vigilante outfit, rather than restricting the activities of the defense of our land to maybe Enugu State or Delta State or even Bayelsa State, for instance. We have resolved to defend the entirety of Biafran territory. Allow me to repeat, because some of you are not educated enough to understand what we are saying. I am addressing this to the Fulani Janjaweed. Allow me to repeat. The Eastern Security Network is there to safeguard our land, to stop Fulani terrorists from Mali, from Gambia, from coming into our land to kill us. Our mothers must return to their farms, and our daughters must be able to move about very, very freely. The only way out of the mess people are in Nigeria is that people should stop talking and doing the work necessary to free everybody from this Fulani-inspired bondage. Today, people died, or should I say a lawmaker was killed in Yoruba land. This same day, today, in Benue State, 4 people were killed. Even in Katsina, young boys were abducted, and girls, as a matter of fact, from the dormitories. That is the level of insecurity in Nigeria. People are dying on a daily basis. Are you going to sit down, just lament, talk about it, and nothing happens? Or are you going to join us to ensure that this reign of Fulani terrorism and insecurity is brought to an end? That is what we are for. That is why this very security outfit has been set up. And that is the work they are going to do. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody is going to stop us. Extrajudicial killings will no longer be tolerated.
When are we Nigerians going to stand up for the right thing? Because I don't still see reason why the government should be having a peace talk with bandits that have been buying people and causing havoc in Nigeria, and also allow them to go back to their base. Instead of arresting them and making sure they normalize or reduce the level of insecurity in Nigeria, they rather call them for a peace talk. They saw their faces, they saw their arms, and the government took them back to their base. Tell me if that government are after or they care about the masses they are leading. Tell me if they care about those that are leading and did not arrest all the bandits and let them pay for what they've done. Do you know what this was done with Nigeria? They've kidnapped people, they've tortured life, they've made life miserable for people. And now here they are having peace talk with our government, and then they are back to their base, which means they are allowed to continue with their act. But here is Nnamdi Kanu for over a year, still in custody of DSS for no reason. They've asked the government to bring evidence. They will adjourn the case tomorrow. They will adjourn the next tomorrow. They will keep on adjourning because there is no proof or evidence that this man is a terrorist as they claim he is. But here are the real terrorists. The government could not arrest them. But let me get to your own views in the comment after getting my next video.